Welcome, you guys. Welcome back to another stream. Today, obviously, we're playing Pro Cycling Manager again. I mean, what else are we going to play? If you have any suggestions you would like to see me play, maybe I can lean into that, and then we can play that. If you want to get featured on this playthrough, you can leave a comment. And basically everything you have to do is in the description. Just put your name and your nationality, and then we'll randomize the rest of your talents for a cyclist for in the playthrough. Anyways, let me just start it up. Here we are. If it wants to load, that is. Great. Well, what did we do last episode? Last episode, we did a very lot of one-day races. It didn't quite go as we wanted, but it was nothing we could not expect because we are just not the best sprinters or the best one-day races guys. And in some sprint stages, it just didn't go the way we wanted to. Anyways, we did get some results. Let me see. Konishev almost rode all of them, so he may be a good one to know. Where do I... Here. Season. These were the races. Breden Kokzijde, or no, even further back. Vorarlberg. Result, we got 13th and 17th. We were empty at the line, but there are so many other good guys, so it was to be expected a bit. Let me just turn down the volume of... There we are, that's better for me. Anyways, Vorarlberg, a lot of hills in the end. It didn't really go the way we wanted to. 14th and 15th in the group behind. We could not hold on to the front guys. One of these climbs we were not positioned good enough. Breden Kokzijde, we got second behind Amaury Capio of all people. But yeah, he is a better sprinter than we are, so I guess that is to be expected a bit. Cholet Aklo. There was another sprint. We got 10th with Seth Dunwoody. It was a quite narrow final circuit. Let's see. Larue Tourangelle, another sprint. 4th and 6th. Then La Ruta Deli, another sprint. We got 3rd with Zangerle. I don't even know how anymore. Maybe it was in a breakaway attempt. I don't even know anymore. Well, we can't watch it back, that's for sure. And then Boucle d'Artois, it's 1.2 race. We really didn't ride it, and Konishev got 17th. That's basically all we did last time. Last time around. And Volta Next Classic. That was the last one we did. 1.1, and we didn't really have any result there. 20th, 21st. We're just empty nearing the line, and everything went a bit quicker than we had expected. But what can you do about it? Not the best kind of guys either. We sent Messner, who is a climber and not a sprinter or hilly kind of guy. Though we can ride hills as well. Anyways, today, Pays de la Loire and these 3 one-day races all in the Doubs area, in the Jura. That's basically what we're going to do today. I don't think there's any important dates. No, first one is the 1st of May, so we are not there. But maybe we'll look into some scouting somewhat more, maybe? I don't know. Anyways, first stage looks very much like one of the classics we did. but it is a kind of hilly circuit. There are bonus seconds during the race and mountain points. Let's just look at the whole parcours. This is a full-on sprint. This one is very hilly, and this one is also very hilly. All ending in local circuits. But we could get... we do have to send some guys in the breakaway, of course. We can do that. Weckel is maybe our favorite here, because he has a very good hill stat. Yeah, and we have basically all our... all four of our GC guys, and Seth Dunwoody, who is our sprinter. So let's just go for the sprints for him today. We'll send Weckele in the break. I think I'm going to do that. Sprint 67, acceleration 70. Fitschke is a bit better at acceleration. Should be fine if we send Weckele in the break. I mean, alright, let me put it like this. The one who is most in front of the peloton, he is going to be our breakaway rider for today. Seth Dunwoody is one of the favorites. Of course he is. But yeah, the one with the better form, the better position, is going to go in the breakaway, because if someone is all the way at the back, in no way we are going to make it to the front. Right. Oh, this is 107 guys. Okay, Weckele and Fitschke are both at the back here. What let's just send us to see. And let's bring these guys to the front. Let's do it like this. About 85. There's no real sense to it. Of course there's sense to it, man. You know what he's saying. Anyways, our leader today is Seth Dunwoody, because he has the best sprint. Fitschke is lead out. Weckele is lead out before that, so we're just going to send... Messner to protect it today. Yeah, he is the worst. Well, not really the worst, but the worst in flat stat today. Who is this? Mikutis for Tudor. Cool jersey, yes. Or is this the standard jersey? No, a real jersey. Cool. Anyways, we don't have to pace at the front. Thank you very much. I don't know why Quanon is not pacing. Maybe because one of his guys here is here at the front. Well, I'm just going to attack somewhat harder. I think Massa is not able to follow. Let's break the toe. Yup, he is not able to follow, and we get to the first group. That's great, because now Dylan Massa is going to get caught by the peloton, and hopefully that means they let us go. And they do. So that's great. Let's fast forward a bit. And now we can lower our effort. Why don't they want to pace with me? Fucking stupid that is. Here we are. 65. My best. Let's see this sprint. It is after a straight part. And it's a bit uphill maybe. A tiny bit. Let's see. Dupé is a good sprinter. Quamont is a good sprinter. And Blaise, not really. So let's get in the wheel of Dupé then, I guess. Alright, he is not going to sprint for it. Let's follow Quamont. And now sprint ourselves. Yeah, we are not going to get over them. Unfortunately, Quanon is their sprinter. Check. And Dupé is a better sprinter in my opinion, but less acceleration is maybe what makes the difference, or worse secondaries. Could also be the case. Why does he not want pace? He says the tempo is too high. Well, it is not. In the meantime, Dupé is very much behind. Don't know why they don't want to pace this much. Should be fine. Côte de la Tourtellière is in a corner, and oh, we are almost starting it. I am going to sprint for this one. And now go all out. A bit too late. A bit too late. Well, we got, what, 1 point. We also get 5 points for this sprint and 25 here at the end, so we'll be in a good position. Sorry about that. Oh, there we are. I have to change my camera for a second. I'm sorry about that. Anyways, they really don't want the pace, and my recovery wish to see is not even that great right now. Let's go back to safety. Ooh, you can't maybe hear me very well. Let me just... There we are. In a second you'll hear me better. Hopefully my PC is a bit more quiet after this. Yeah, who won the previous spin? That was Kouanon. So I'm just going to get in the wheel of Kouanon and let him pace until the sprint, and we are going to sprint now. I don't know why they did not want to sprint, but yeah, he has a higher... We have a slightly bit better acceleration, but he has just a higher sprint stat, so we are not able to get over him. Unfortunate. Peloton is not really pacing. Oh, they're upping the pace right now. All right. Let me just fast forward so everything goes by a bit quicker. Yeah, they're closing in on us. Not that quickly though, but just quickly enough. Let's see. Beckerle, you can get bidons. Stussy also can get bidons, and then in a second we'll turn on this circuit. So let's make sure we keep at the front here. 75 maybe. All right, this is the final kilometer. It says it is uphill and then a corner to the line. Check. So doesn't matter that there's a corner, we just have to sprint from 1k to go. There are quite some corners here, and it's really up, down, up, down, up, down. Again here, but this is a somewhat longer road. Now we're going to the left, I'm guessing again. Yup. And that's the last kilometer, so we really have to be all the way at the front. Peloton is not closing in that quickly, though they are closing in. Let me just put my guys on 78. It's a 4-day stage race, so we don't really have to care about energy that much. And let's see if we can make it to the next sprint before... Alright, we're going to go 70 because his yellow stat is almost all the way up. Maybe we can even go higher, 75 maybe. Because he regains his yellow stats in the corners in downhill. So yeah, let's get in the wheel of Kouanon again. Les, don't think it's up to him. Yeah, the sprint starts at the bottom here, so this is going to be a good to see. Yeah, alright. The sprint. Oh, the sprint was on the hill. Alright, that's weird. I think. Yeah, but anyways, we got first here. And I think we are able to hang on maybe for a breakaway victory. No, probably not. 23 seconds now. It is quite a small local circuit though. They don't want to pace with me anymore. That's absolutely fine. We got caught. That's fine. Let's just put Sushi at 85. And then we're going to set up our sprint train. Who is going to lead it? Meissner, maybe? Or are we just going to set it up with Weckele and everyone? I think we're just going to set it up with Weckele, then Fietske, Dunwoody, and in between 74, Fietske is a 73, so Todome. Stussy is also a 70. Like this, I think. And get Meissner to protect Stussy. Weckele is already to the front now. It's weird to have Todome as a lead out. But his sprint is just good. So, even though he's a climber, or a kind of GC rider, especially for us, let's just go 90. I think we can go 90 here, because of all these downhills and everything. Look, on the uphill we are going to lose some energy, but it isn't nearly that much, and we're going to recover that almost instantly in all these corners and up downs. Alright, Weckele is out of the train. I shouldn't have said everything I just said. Anyways, Weckele is out of contention for us today. So let's just go 85 with Fietske, because we are not able to go very much quicker. 10 kilometers to go. Yeah, alright. De Schuiteneer is our sprinter. Yeah, Tamino in front, so that is very harsh. Sprint train. Very strong sprint train, I mean. But yeah, harsh for us, I guess. Let's go 95 even with Fietske. We can go 99. I think that's going to be absolutely fine. Though maybe not, because you have this straight part here. Yeah, let's go 95. Here they have Uku to sprint for. Here they are sprinting with Van Bijlen. Now Lotto is coming through again. Let's go 99. And Todome can sprint out of this corner. You really have to get out of the way, Fietske. Let's see, Todome is sprinting and Dunwoody is sprinting, but yeah, we're not able to come around them. We were not at the front. Lev Gonov wins ahead of his teammate Van Bijlen. Then Arvid de Klein, Gruel lead out for Penouet, and de Schuiteneer is even in front of Tamino. Here comes here. Hey, Narbonne Zuccarelli. That's illegal. What he just did, that's illegal. To celebrate in the peloton with so many guys around, that's illegal. Well, anyways, that was not really the best race we could have wanted. But I saw Universiteit Marokkus. Oh no, maybe not. I thought their jersey was updated already, but no. But no. Anyways, next stage then. Here we are, another flat stage, sprint. Stussy is third in GC. I don't think it's really necessary to be in a breakaway here. But of course we're going to be in the breakaway. Just so we can get a little bit more exposure. Or not. No, let's not do this stage. Let's just simulate it to the end. Try and concentrate on the finish. Because maybe then that will be better. Stussy again near the front. This time everyone has a good day except from Fietske. So that's great. Dunwoody has a +1, not really that good of stats though. Stussy can stop Dunwoody in a second as well. Fietske can protect Dunwoody. Tolomei can just keep your own pace. Meisner in a second can keep his own pace. And Bekele as well right now. They're really pacing hard to get this break back, Cardis and Blaise, but they are quite behind, and in front is Quanon. He's also behind, so I don't know why they're chasing Quanon. Maybe because of the points jersey or something. And Blaise has the points jersey, that's why he wants to go into the mountain jersey. That's why he wants to go in the break. Yeah, so it looks like it's going to be a one-person breakaway. Nope, here goes Dylan Massa. Of course, couldn't catch the breakaway last stage. Paleni, isn't he also a sprinter? Oh, okay, it's not. I don't know why I thought that then. Cavagna, also very good flat rider, time trialist, but he's quite old. His best days are behind him, even in real life. Ruel, youth jersey. Behind who? Van Bijlen? Yes, behind Van Bijlen. I was going to say not the winner. Ooh, there are seconds to get here, so... No, they're full on sprinting for that 1 point and that 1 second. I'm not going to do that. Levgonov sprinting, but he just gets beaten by Pickrell, I think. It looked like that. Yeah, Riley Pickrell just got the points. Let's just fast forward further. Let's look at the map while we're doing this. Alright, so the final circuit is basically just a triangle. It's a driehoek, a three-sided square. No, I don't know. What do you call it? A triangle. Yes, that's it. I don't know why I couldn't get to that word, but oh well. Yeah, though Fischke is protecting Dunwoody, we are still going to use Weckele or Meisner. Going to use Meisner to get Bidons in a second. They're probably going to sprint full on for this sprint jersey point, I would guess. 5Ks to go. Not really. But here they are. Not really until now. They're full on sprinting for it. I am not going to do that. Riley Pickrell looks like he's going to take it, but no, Arvid de Klein just takes the 1 second and the 1 point. Really, why you're so going that quick for that, I don't know. Yeah, Meisner can get bidons right now. They are complaining that the pace is too high for their effort, but I don't think it is. Alright, now we are on the local circuit. No, not yet. We have to turn the corner here, and now we are on the local circuit. This is the final kilometer. So from here is 8.5 until 7.7. So not really the last kilometer. We'll see in this next sprint, by the way, because we have to look at this 2.8. Around this corner is 2.2. And from this final banner... Oh no, it is 1 kilometer. Excuse me then. Yeah, let's just fast forward this till the sprint. It's a very straight road. So we are able to control this pretty late into the race, I think, for a sprint train. Let's just get my guys Let's keep him at the front. 80, 78. Now maybe 80. The peloton is all back together right now. So let's just do this. Now we can set up our train. Fietske can go in front on... I don't know why my scroll wheel mouse thing didn't work, but that's okay. Weckele can at least get in the wheel. Are we going to use Meissner? That's the real question. Todeme still lead out, I think. Or Weckele today. Weckele is 69, 71. 70, yeah, he is a better sprinter. And on the flats, 76, 74. So this is fine, actually. And Meissner can protect Stussi. Let's hope my lead out doesn't get a flat tire or even worse, crashes. But 85 at the front now, 73 flat rider stat. That's amazing. That is Gucci. Very much Gucci. Let's now go to 90 maybe. And get this gel underway. Maybe 88. 90 is maybe just a bit too much because we only have 3 guys here. And that's basically last 5 kilometers. Or last 6 if you spend it well. But we do need to use this yellow gel. Good. Alright, gel for you. Yeah, you can go somewhat quicker now. Let's keep an eye on the effort. Yes, this is amazing. Now go with Weckele. 5Ks to go, so he can go 90. Did my gels a bit too late, but that's okay. We are at the front, so that matters most. He is kind of ripping into the energy of Seth Dunwoody. That's not entirely what we want. But right now that is hersteld. Now go 99 with Todeme. And now sprint with Todeme. And now sprint with Dunwoody. Can we get to the end? No, we're getting blocked by freaking Paul Penouet. And we are going to get a top 5. Yes, top 5. 4th place. That is unfortunate. But oh well. Het is niet anders. Let's see if I'm going to sit straight again. I have to put off my camera again. Maybe I'll just lower my seat a bit. Oh, that feels weird. No. Let's up that seat again. Yeah, let's look at the replay. Let's go all the way to the end here. And let's look at Paul Penouet. He gets brought up quite late by Gruel, but very much in a sprint. We are sprinting here. Let's see, Dunwoody sprints, but get blocks here by Penouet, who suddenly goes to the left and then behind Todeme. Yeah, nothing we could do about it. Well, we could have moved Todeme more out of the way, but it is what it is. Anyway, next stage. Hill stage. I don't know if Seth Dunwoody is able to survive that. Maybe if he has a good day. But he does not have the best hilly stats. So we'll just have to see. Let's look at the media. Yeah, only hill kind of guys. Tim Gruel as well. Hills, acceleration. But if hills is this important, then surely Weckele, who has a 77 hills, is also one of favorites. He doesn't really have mountain stats, of climbing stats. That's true. But let's just see how far we can get. Are we going to send Stussi in the break? No, we will not. Who will we send in the break? I think I'm going to send Meissner in the break. Mainly just to have kind of satellite rider maybe on this local circuit. But as you can see, the last kilometer is downhill, so we just have to keep an eye on that. Alright. Fietske is quite at the front. Let's just go with Fietske then. Because Meesner is very much at the back. Yeah, Fietske. Let's see if we can get him in the break. First of all, Bekele is going to protect Stussy. And the rest is not going to protect anyone, I think. Right, Blaise is spacing for whatever reason, I do not know. They probably want to get in the break, but why isn't he going himself then? Let's just keep going. 85, because it's only a matter of time before they're going to attack to me, I think. There goes some attacks. Let's fast forward a bit. Dunwoody, you can stop this. Duname can also stop that. Stussy can stop it. Meesner can stop it. Fietske is at the front. Scarset, Cardis and Lularch. Let's wait on them actually, because we have a very big gap on the peloton. And this way we spend less energy, I think. Ooh, no, some want to catch us. Coinon and Dupé, of course. But Palpenoué is now pacing. The sprinter is pacing, so that shows his chances, I guess. I mean, let's go 80 then with Fietske. It's unfortunate that they want to catch us so badly now. Another thing we can do is just hold, not pace. I think I'm going to do that. Just save some energy for the next breakaway attempt, maybe. Okay, here they are. And now they're going to pace full gas. I think some of these guys are going to run out of energy though. That is not the end of the world. Let me just click this button. We are going for the mountain points. Everyone is empty, it looks like. Let's block Dupé. And let's just go 85, remain position, hold position, I mean. And instantly, Lularch is empty. Everyone is empty here, yeah. They are letting us go though. That is great. Let me just fast forward then a bit. Why should I pace? I do not know. Let me just remain position with quite some energy. There are guys with two teammates here, so they need to have het voortouw. Keep the pace up. And I'm just going to do nothing for a second until my yellow bar is full again. And then I will start pacing again. Or, anyways, now I'm going to pace. I think Coinon was not happy to pace because Dupé thinks the pace is too high. And Coinon is, what? 71-71. He literally got better with one. Oh no, I just clicked on the wrong guy. Alright, never mind. Fake news, everybody, fake news. Oh. I forgot to sprint here, but it doesn't really matter. Let's just do this again. 70 is too high, 60 then. This is a stage for a breakaway group. If I look at it like this, we have Côte des Avaloirs, and Pré-en-Pas-Sanson. What a name is that? Pré-en-Pas-Sanson. Weird. Is Dunwoody going to survive it? Probably not, but anyways, we're going to send Meisner to get Messner. I really have to do it differently. Messner, not Meisner. Messner, because it's the double S. Ringel S, if you will. So it's a short E. Messner, not Meisner or Meisner. Messner. Just like Zangerle. I keep saying this is Zangerle. Zangerle. Alright, they have trouble following pace. Probably on this uphill in a second. Let me just see how far is he going to drop back on this climb. Quite a lot. So let's just skip him. 80. These guys are still at the front. Let's just do Dunwoody 85 and these guys 75 for now, at least. And these downhills are quite steep enough so we can regain quite some energy. That's good to know. There has been an attack by Skarstedt. I don't know exactly why. Because I am pacing. I'm the only one that paces now, so I'm just going to attack. Je bent toch gek, Henk? Je niet? Ik ga toch niet pacen in mijn eentje hier de hele tijd? De gekkies. See, 85 and Dunwoody is still dropping back a bit. And he is really struggling for energy. Anyways, after this, the descent starts. So let's just... Well, we don't really need to yet, but we're going to do it anyways. Regain full yellow with Stussy. Now put him on 80, 78, just like the rest here, who are also going to regain some yellow in the meantime, like that. And now 87. That was my dad. Anyways, we are nearing the climb. Let me just... I don't know if Skarstedt is going to attack for this, but we are. And if we don't get the points, we at least get to the front again. He isn't wanting to pace with us. Fucking idiotic man. Yeah, Dunwoody is not going to survive this. That's for sure. Fischke is starting to get empty a bit. Well, you don't want to pace and I'm not going to pace. It's as easy as that, and he does not want to pace because Smith or something is here. Mate, well, I'm just going to... We had so much chances. Let's go 65. I don't know why he does not want to pace. It's not up to him, he says. Why not? Why not? And he is going to sprint here. You know what? Maybe if we just do 85 with Dunwoody here. And we're going to sprint. He is still going to get 1 point at least. You know what? We can also just put him on 65 or something. I don't know if they're going to pace him back. It looks like they are though. Alright. If he survives it, he can maybe get another point. But they are quite close now. 130. Hopefully he's going to survive this next climb. Let's see. Put him on 20. Everyone is full energy. We are still here at the front. And you can go 85 now, my man. 85 is good. Yeah, what I also can just do is do this. And say, fuck jullie. I'm not going to base here. You can do the dirty work. Let me get in the wheel of Skarstev. Let me just sprint here. Or Skarstev is also going to sprint. But unfortunately, Dunwoody does not get any points here now. But I am just going to stay here with Fietske. We are going to put all of our guys at please 85 before we get dropped. Maybe even a bit higher. Dunwoody can go on automatic. If he gets dropped, that's not the end of the world. Right, Fietske is empty. And he's about to get caught by the peloton. At least we are going to regain some energy right now. So we can survive this next climb on whatever, 75 or something. But we do have to make sure that in a second Stussy is at the front for the points jersey. Where is he? Here he is, quite at the front still. Why is the Schuiteneer here still? That should not be a possibility. Let's just put Weckele on 85 at the front, because I do not really care. Todeme has been dropped. How? Fietske is still here. Let's get him to protect Stussy then, I guess. I don't know how Todeme has been dropped suddenly. He's in the group behind here. But Stussy is going to sprint here. Maybe let's see if we can break away even. If we do this. And now we're going to... No, we have not broken away. Todeme is back, but all the way at the back. He can go and protect Stussy, please. Weckele can keep pace at the front. Thank you very much. Let's get his gel. Because of this downhill, Fietske is empty. That's good. Good job today, Fietske. 7 kilometers to go, so let's get a gel to Meesner. Todeme, really have to get to the front here. Hopefully not with too much energy spendage. Weckele is just spacing here at the front. Todeme is getting more to the front. There is an attack here. It looks like. Let's follow Gruel. Todeme can get in the wheel here. Meesner can get in that wheel. Let's get everyone to get their gel now. Let us just move to the front because we do not really have the best sprint. Let's get in the wheel of Inkelaar. Weckele can do whatever, and we are going to sprint with Stussy here. Probably way too early. Let's sprint with everyone. It doesn't really matter. And we just get outside of the podium. 5th again. 5th again. Behind Gruel, Godon, Van Drame and Rataillot. Unfortunate. 3 top 5s. That is unfortunate. Especially that Todeme was all the way at the back. I don't know how he got there. First of all, he shouldn't have been there. All the way there. Otherwise, we would have made the chance with a sprint with Todeme. But it is what it is. Let's just fast forward until everyone is in. Podium. Let's see at the podium. What did this have done for GC? Torome is 8th on 10 seconds. Stussy is 3rd on 4 seconds. Mountain, Olfischke and Stussy are 1st and 2nd, with not that many points though. Druel has the point classification. Stussy is 8th. Dunwoody is 9th. And Youth is 5th with Torome. And Team is 7th. Alright. Yeah, Treatle, oh no, the first stage we were 9th. I thought we only had top 5s. Anyways, next stage then. Let's see what that has in store for us. We're going to go in the breakaway with Feuerstein again. Maybe get a bit more mountain jersey points if you can. Which we are able to get here. So let's try and do that. It is a hilly stage, so the gaps, there will be gaps. Let me say it like that. Let's see if we can see the favorites. Weckele is 5th favorite. Alright. I think Weckele is just not up to that. I think guys like Torome or Stussy have a better chance. But of course, it depends on the day. Well, +5 for Stussy right now quite confirms it, but a +2 on Weckele is also not too bad. Very good hill stat. Let's do it like this. Let's break away from kilometer 0. And let's get Stussy not to pace. Meesner is going to protect Stussy, and that's about it. I think Toneme is still 8th. Weckele is also quite good. Seth Dunwoody is probably not going to reach the finish, so we're going to protect Weckele. Mainly because he then is a favorite for us. Alright, we're in the breakaway with Riley Pickrell, Baron. Pickrell is 5th. And Eddie Finet. And they are letting us go, it looks like. So that's unfortunate for these intermediate sprints. Behind here we have Gijs Schonevelde and Lagemet. Behind that we have Baudet. What is his first name? Victor? No, I don't know what his first name is. At least not Cherry. They don't want to pace with this pace, so 60 is still way too high. I don't know why. They can get over hills, especially Pickrell and Lagemet, Baron not really, Gijs Schonevelde also not really. Yeah, and then you see Gijs Schonevelde, who is quite a bit younger than me, and you'll see the stats, and I know he's better than me. So, Prologue, I don't really know. I think Prologue would be one of my best stats, together with Cobbles, I think. Those would be my best stats. So Cobble Prologue, that's completely for me. Oh, I have this segment close to house. Ah, did you hear that? That was my bone on my desk. Oh, TV's. Anyways, I have this segment close to house, and it's like almost a kilometer long, and I really love it because it's just a straight road. Maximum sprint if you have a if the weather is good, like the wind is in your favor, then you can go so quickly there. It's just straight, it's flat, but right now I have 56 kilometers an hour there, and I have a second time because the person in front of me is just a bit quicker. Let's get in the wheel here of Pickrell so we don't get dropped in the sprint, because Shirley is going to sprint for this. I would have thought, but I guess not. I don't know why Pickerel, yeah, he's quite okay in the standings here. I don't know why. Anyways, and this segment, yeah, you can ride it in. I rode it in 42 seconds, so a kilometer in 42 seconds is quite quickly. Um, is that true? What I'm saying? Let me just look it up while we're waiting for the next climb. Oh, let's see. Activities. I'm looking on Strava, by the way. Um, let's see. I rode my second best time there this week. Oh, it's 600 meters. 650 even. It's completely fit, and I have it in 42 seconds. So 56 kilometers an hour. And this guy ahead of me is 1 second quicker, but instantly that is 47 kilometers an hour. 57, I mean. But just 1 second, and I rode it quite hard last time. Before that, I also rode it quite hard. But unfortunately, I had the completely same time there. So it didn't make a difference for twice 42 seconds. Let me just sprint for these points. They're just too quick for us on this climb today. That's unfortunate. Pickerel is a better sprinter probably because of that. Larmet. We could have beaten Larmet, right? Fischke and Baudet. We should have beaten Baudet and that other guy. Anyways, let's get... Ooh, two guys has been dropped. Schoneveld and Baron. Alright, not very good hills. Guys, let me just get in the wheel here of Riley Pickerel again. And let's get these guys on 75. We're probably going to survive that. Anyways, we are from Souges-le-Ganelon to St. Leonard. Alright, that they're not going to sprint for this, that's madness. Let me just block this guy. Great. Now let's just sit on. Regain our energy. This was in Saint-Pierre-le-Nid. And now we're going to Calvaire. Then we're going to Mont-Saint-Jean. And Cille-le-Guilhem to end in Cille-le-Guilhem. Cille-le-Guilhem. Is that the same spot where the finish is? It looks like it is, yeah. That's why hills is so important, because of the final sprint is uphill. Anyways, almost to the next climb. So let me just do this, getting to the front. And attack. We do need to get these points here. Is this going to flatten out? It is. Full pace. Full on. And we get 1 point. So we're just 1 point ahead of Riley Pickerel. That's unfortunate because there's a big chance he'll beat us in this next one. Riley Pickerel has a 70. Yeah, he's a 70 hill. So in my difficulty, that would be like a... let's see... 73? My math is correct. Because I think extreme difficulty is like 0.5 times difficulty. So instead of a 1 time, it's 1.05 difficulty. And that means that 5% of his maximum stat is getting added to, or 5% of his normal stat gets added to his new stat. So 5% of 70 is 3.5, right? Because 1% is 0.7, because 10%, 10% is 7. Half of 7 is 3.5. So he's a 73, and we are a 73. And his sprint is better. So that's quite unfortunate. Let me just sit on here. Not do that much because I really care. Let's see. Baudet pickerel, and here was Baudet pickerel, and here was not yet. So let's get in the wheel of Baudet because he wants to sprint for it, it looks like. That's obviously completely fine that he wants to do that. He's going to get to the front a bit now. And he's going to sprint. We are going to sprint for it as well. And we are going to beat him on the line. So that's at least one sprint to us. And we are not even in the top 10. No, because we have 13 points. And prior to this stage, we maybe also had quite a bit, but not enough. Let's see, points. No, Mount. Oh, well, we do need points. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we had 6 points. 6 points after our last stage. 6 plus 3 is 9. Plus, we have 19. That's why we were just outside of the top 10. Because it was 20 for the lowest, I think I saw. Anyways, they want us to get bidons. Let's get Todome. Get bidons here. I also don't know if it's pronounced Todome or Todome or Todome. Todome. I don't know. But Yuki Todome, that's for us, or for me, easiest to say. We need to get these points ahead of Riley Pickerel. So let's get 85 here on my own so we can get past these guys because Riley Pickerel is already starting ahead of us here. Alright, let's see. This is cornery. It is a bit cornery. Oh, so this is the finish. No, it can't be. No, we started here. Right, like this. Let's attack. This is quite steep, so we don't want to go too quickly too early. Now go full gas. And we get 0 points, and we get beaten by Riley Pickerel. Well, in that case, I'm not going to do anything for you guys anymore. My only goal has been taken from me, and that was the finish, by the way. On top of this second hill, so that's going to be quite difficult, I would presume. Ooh, there's only 84 guys left, and we are not at the back, so I don't know how they got separated. But let's see. Baron is behind. This is the first climb. If we get over that, there's a bit of a downhill, as you can see here. There is a sharp corner here around the castle. And then it goes uphill again. Quite very steep. It's like 7%, 8%. That's quite steep. The peloton is whole again. Let's see if they drop back on this climb, because if so, we need to up their tempo soon. But still, it looks like they do not, and even Dunwoody is not spending red energy. Just a slight bit. Anyways, I'm just going to not look at the front here. In one climb, they got 30 seconds fewer. Don't they want to pace with me anymore? Is that it? No. Alright. Breakaway is done for. Let me just do this again. Maybe stimulate them to go again. A bit. We could use the time in the front here. Alright. Now it looks like the pace is upped somewhat more even. Then would he use some more red energy? As you can see here. But Weckler is still the last guy in this group. They don't want to pace with me anymore. That's really unfortunate. Oh, they do still want the pace. Maybe just the pace uphill was too hard. Well, in that case, just going to do this. How about that? The group is one guy shorter again. They do want to pace with me, which I find interesting. That is good. Who is this? Remy Carvajal, Paul Penouet, who did the pace. Ooh. Yes, it is time. We are all the way at the back of the group here. It is time to put us on 85 mode. Almost was a disaster again. Fitchke is empty. He can do whatever he wants to do. Then here, Meissner can get his gel. He just has a bad day. That's why he's almost worse off than Seth Dunwoody. Let's get Dunwoody his gel as well. So I don't know if he's able to survive this next climb. Let's put our guys here on 88. And yeah, Meissner is empty. Paul Fitchke is empty. He is just going to drop through the group here. The finishing line is reached. Mauro Brenner. Attack. But we are still here at the front, it looks like. Let's try and get our guys on 90 maybe. I don't want to miss the break. He says, while missing the break. Obviously, we have to sacrifice someone. No, it looks like we are at the front. Todame, how are you getting dropped here? Mate. You are too good to get dropped here. Yeah, he's empty. Seth Dunwoody is empty. So we only... How did he get dropped here? Really? Let's put him on automatic. And Weckele and Stussy. We only have Weckele and Stussy. 79 heals and Stussy has a 78 heal. So I think he's better for today. So let's just protect Stussy. Also better in the GC for us. So, oh, there was a sprint. I'm so stupid. I thought it was a lap to go. Yeah, that's completely my bad. I completely messed that up. Well, luckily we have bonification seconds, so we'll still be able to finish in the top 5. That's stupid. That's so stupid. I completely forgot. This is really amateuristic. That was the last lap already. There's maybe something I still need to learn is really look at the parcours. Not only that, but focus on a winner instead of just focusing on whatever is happening and focusing on all my riders, because Todame got dropped. It's not the end of the world. We have one leader, and it was Stussy. Basically, so we just had to focus on one guy, and we did not do that. So that's very, very unfortunate that we did not do that. Ha. Anyways, here we are, sprint, etc., etc. Let's look at the final GC though. Stage we don't really care about. We get 5th. That's fine, 5th. Then mountain we got 2nd behind a freaking Riley Pickrell, a sprinter. Points we do not get in the top 10. Nope. And we get 6th with Weckele, and Todame is 8th. Team classification we get 4th though, so that's quite neat. Let's just look at the final GC here. Yeah, Weckele got higher, Todame is 20th. Yeah. Anyway, our sponsor should be happy with that. Yes, he is happy with this. being in a break and everything, because they got happier here, it looks like. On the prospect screen, finish of some guys their fitness peak, that's fine. Let's just simulate to the 3 races we still have yet to do. Looks like this stream is going to be somewhat shorter, and that is not really the end of the world. It's actually quite okay, but knowing me, there's probably going to be 10 things in the meantime I want to check and everything, so yeah, that would be that. In the meantime here, guys, really appreciate you watching. I see there's 2 guys watching every time. I don't know if they're the same guys, and if not, that's unfortunate, but... And to these 2 guys, I want to say, guys, if you want to get featured in this freaking playthrough, just leave a comment, small comment, leaving any tips or something maybe you want to see in this playthrough, a rider you want to see signed. And with that, I can add you to the playthrough as a rider. So you're actually in here, you can... we're going to keep tabs on you, so we're going to look at your results and everything. So I think that's super neat. But yeah, that you could do that. So yeah, just leave a name for your rider. Indeed, no profanity that has to be said. No swear words, no I don't know, racist slurs or any slurs for that matter. Just a name, maybe your name, maybe fantasy name, then your nationality, what nationality you want your rider to be. Could be anything, could be your own nationality, could be someone from, I don't know, San Marino, or Liechtenstein, or Cyprus, Malta, or any other country that is in-game. It has to be a country that is in-game though, so no... Eswatini is not in-game. No... I'm struggling to think of countries that aren't in this game. At least Eswatini is not in the game, I know that. Island countries, there aren't many island countries in the game, but... And, of course, Vatican City, or the Holy See, it is in English. It's not here. Before we write Classique Grand Besson Doubs, these are the teams, that's fine. I want to look at the scouting, because I think we got a new scouting report. And I would be wrong about that. Alright. Oh well. This is going to come through at 20th. So we can still look at that soon. Anyway. Classique Grand Besançon Doubs. This is a bit hilly. But we brought Totome, is probably your favorite here. And let's look at the favorites. Yeah, hilly, acceleration, even climbing. But hills is one of the... Yeah, Romain Grégoire is the favorite here. Richie Carapaz, also quite high. But let's see what we can do. Probably Marco Schrettel or Yuki Torome. Just have to... see who has the better form for today, but probably we're going to protect them both. Anyways, what can I talk about? I started watching One Punch Man again. Of course, season 3 is now being released. I watched it like 10 years ago, maybe. No, probably not 10 years ago. Quite some time ago, though. That's for sure. When the second season was not yet out, I think. yeah, when the second season was not yet out, I watched the first season. But it's just peak anime, man. I'm not really an anime kind of guy. I don't watch it always or all anime. The One Punch Man, I watched My Hero Academia, whose final season is out now, but I haven't really watched that. And I'm maybe planning to maybe watch like Attack on Titan. Looks fun, maybe. Um, so yeah, maybe that, maybe not. I have to see if I have the time for it and if I want to watch it all. There's not really many series I am watching. That's why I'm watching One Punch Man again now. I was watching Love, Death and Robots, but of course that's every episode is another scenario. So it is, yeah, you just get less invested in stories. Those some stories are super cool. Don't get me wrong. Um, yeah, some of them are just not all that. Let's see if we can get to this front group. There is this steep climb, which is called Col de la Grande Côte, and that's also this one. Yeah, so it's the mountain of the big hill, which is a very interesting and, well, kind of stupid name. We want to get over with all of our guys, so let's just get them up to 80 on this climb. Not spend too much energy, but we are quite at the back. Levgonov is here, if I saw that correctly. Yeah, now we are quite near the front. You don't have to go this hard here. And you, I want you to protect Shrettel, please. And these guys can go back to 70. They're still pacing very strongly here. Pattinson and Ganzabal are being dropped. Bouchard is getting dropped. Maybe if Bouchard gets caught. Yeah, if Bouchard gets caught, they stop the high pace. So let's instantly go to 80. And the gap is suddenly 3 minutes. Ooh, Todome has a flat tire, but he just hangs on to the peloton. So that's great. Let's just try and get him here again to the front. Slowly but surely. Like this, I think. Up. And he's at the front again. Great. This group is working quite well together. It looks like. Let's just fast forward. And let's see. We have a small climb here called Côte d'Arguel. 3.2 kilometers, 4.4 average, 8.3 max. I was going to say that's almost like Amerungsberg, which is the biggest hill almost in the middle of the Netherlands. The biggest hill near me. That's about 3 kilometers, I think. And an average of about 5%, but way lower max. I think it's like 6 or something. Of course, I could look it up again. Seeing as I'm busy with that, let's just fast forward this a bit. What do you call that? Climb profile Amerongse Berg. It's about 2.3 kilometers long with an average of 2.7 and a max of an average of 2.7 and a max of 7. So I was quite wrong with my estimation. It just feels steeper. It just feels steeper. Let me just look it up. Yeah, alright, it is steeper. It's just, if you see this, the last part is flat and then it goes uphill again. But that's not the real climb. This is from the other side. This is the side from the city of Amerongen, and yeah, so that's 1.8, and yeah, you have the south. Oh no, this is the south part. Yeah, my bad. This is south part. So that's this. A little bit of a downhill and then uphill again. But I don't remember the Zuid. Yeah, Zuidkant. Alright. It just really depends on where you're looking. Because this one is from. Yeah, that side again. I don't know, mate. I do not know. But yeah, so it's basically this, but the part on the top is flat. So before the gray part, there's the finish. 50 meters of elevation. Anyways, I was not paying attention at all to the game here. But that's fine, nothing really happens, it looks like. Let's see if they are still able to hang on. Yeah, they're dropping a bit further back in the peloton, but that is to be expected in the end. Then just get bidons with him. Let's get Meissner here to get bidons. Is this a part of road? Can't really see it. I don't think. Maybe just Pierre-Henri Basset has a flat tire. I don't know why I know his name so well. Pierre-Henri Basset. Isn't he maybe from one of the development teams or something? Or maybe because I'm riding these French races and with my first team, I rode a lot of French races because it was a Dutch team. Don't really looks like they want to work together here. Just enough to maybe get back to the front here. But it looks like Steli is going to be empty. Steli is empty. Torome and Schrettel still have a lot of energy left, so yeah, I think maybe we could even do somewhat better and just not pace here. But I'm going to attack. And yeah, we are caught by the peloton. No! Anton Charmir, Carapaz and Guglielmi. Right, we are obviously not going to pace with them because we're dropped. And of course, I have my guys too far at the back. But there's a bit of downhill here where we're going to go get to the front again. Alright, here we are. Quite at the front. And we're going to tackle the Great Hill again. The mountain of the Great Hill. This is also, by the way, the last kilometer. So the last kilometer is, yeah, slightly uphill. Alright, good to know, good to know. And in a corner, also very good to know. Let me just put my guys on like 90 maybe even. Just to be able to follow these attacks. And tempoversnellingen, that's... Yeah, too late with the gels, but that's okay. Steli is gone. Winter is still here, just before the downhill, so that's great. Meissner is a bad descender, so that's why he's here. He can go 90 at the front now. Right, we are going to set up a sprint train. Let's do it like this. Schrettel is going to lead out Torome. You are going to get into the wheel here. we are not really able to follow all these attacks, so maybe it's just better to control them. Let's go 85 now with Winter. Penna, don't block anyone. Here we are. This is quite a steep hill still. Maybe 90 with Meissner. Winter is empty. This is quite a steep hill. Damn. That for a not really categorized climb, we have to follow this attack here. Let's grab a gel for Meissner. Alright, this is fine. Now go 85 again. Grab a gel for Schretol. Can go 95 now. And Ptolemy's gel. I think we really do have a chance here. Let's go 99 with Meissner. And soon we can go 99 with Schrettel, like right now. Oh, no. Like right now, for instance. Meissner is empty, you can do whatever, mate. And let's sprint now with Schrettel. And now with Ptolemy. And we have a real good chance here to win. If Roman Gregoire is not going to be compulsed as Roman Gregoire gets really close. But we win this. Let's put our hands in the air. Because we do care. First win of the episode. First podium, maybe even. So yeah, nice. Ptolemy wins. That's really good. That is really good. Let's simulate until everyone is inside. Still some groups that need to go behind here, it looks like. There we are, everyone is inside. I don't know what the sprint is. And he is not even sprinting. This guy from Lotto. He got third. Lorenz van de Winkelen. Anyways, our Japanese man does it. Third in team classification as well. So that's going to be worth some money. Give me your money. This is great. A win is way better than... not a win, I guess, than a 5th place in a pro or in a pro race, maybe even. Jura Cycliste, this is going to be an uphill finish, and it really depends on the day, but I think Schrettel is maybe one of the favorites. No, he is not. Let me just put the doctor here. Again, Carapaz, so climbing and hills is still very important. Obviously, climbing is for low effort climbing. They lose less energy. And hills is for high effort climbing. They lose less energy. But there are very good guys here with all yellow stats. I don't know if we are able to do anything here. Maybe a top 10. So let's just go for that, because we have... if I can find a good button... Weckele, very good at hills, but not good at climbing. Hey! He has gotten even better. He's a 79 hills now. What the heck? Schrettel is maybe our favorite. Penna is also okay, but again, only a hill rider, and Meissner is maybe our 6th. Weckele! Buddy! Yeah, it says hills has gotten better here. But 77, so it's gotten even better than here. What month are we riding in? I don't know. What the heck, Weckele? It's just unfortunate that it's only hills and we put him on Northern Classics to get his secondaries more up. But holy shite. 79 hills, that's Very good. Very, very good. He was a 77 just in the previous race we did, and now he's a 79. That's really, really, really high. That's insane, actually. Anyways, my plans for tomorrow is today I did a bit too little for uni. And of course, I'm going to Budapest this weekend. So I have to do some schoolwork. Tomorrow first though, I am going to write, and I hope in the afternoon I still have energy. Otherwise I have energy to work on school. I need to finish some work for today actually, and I need to do some programming, which I really, really hate. But yeah, we have to do that. It has to be done. I also have a project for bonus points. Meissner has a -4. He is not going to be your leader. Schrettel probably together with Torme. Yeah. Penna not. So Penna can protect Schrettel, Meissner. Yeah, Meissner can protect Torme. And we are not going to send anyone in the break because we need the guys. No, maybe we'll send Winter Levy if we can get past here. Thank you. Alright, they are not really letting him go. Maybe if it goes somewhat quicker. Like this. No, they're not really letting us go. But they are very harshly pacing, so maybe they want to get someone in the break themselves. So let's keep Winter at the front here, actually. Yeah, and now they're going to pace behind me, isn't it? Oh no, not really. I mean, Soderquist is pacing a bit, but... and we're caught again by the peloton. Oh, and we're separated again by the peloton. And they are letting me go. So, oh, and now there's more attacks, so we are going to get caught by these attackers, maybe even. And now the peloton is letting us go again, together with the Lettre. So hopefully we're going to get to the front here quite soon. Yeah, rotate. I am rotating, man. But yeah, here we are. And we can put our pace at even 65. We are here with Vinokourov, Scarset, Lelandais, Alexander Konijn, Bakwele, De Lettre. Quite strong group. I don't know all these guys, but De Lettre is okay. I know Vinokourov. Maybe it's another Vinokourov. If he has these bad stats, I think maybe it's another Vinokourov. I thought the Vinokourov from and Scarset is quite okay. Lelandais is also pretty okay. Alexander Konijn is okay. Bakwele is okay. No, I want to look at Vinokourov from AVX. He's running for... No, it is the Kazakh Vinokourov. Maybe he is not the one of the pro team or the World Tour team now, but the one from the development team, because I think you have more Vinokourovs, and this Vinokourov is quite young, 23 years old, if I saw that correctly. Anyways, we have quite some hills here. We have Col de Coda, Côte de Thessy, Côte de Chaux-Champagny, Côte de Mesnay, and Mont Poupet, where we are going to finish. Quite heavy climbing for the Boeg. Let's fast forward though. We are quite neatly at the front, and because Winter has such a good day, he does not have the best day to really be a contender, but a very good day to be a good satellite rider. when undoubtedly Meissner and Penna are going to not hold on. Let me up the pace of these guys to 75 just for this hill, and let's see how they are going to do on this hill. Stay quite at the front, it looks like. Oh, it hasn't even started yet. Yeah, we are able to stay quite at the front, so that's cool. And that's amazing. That probably means next climb, and maybe even the climb after that, will survive on 75. Though they are a lot steeper, that has to be said. Yeah, we're getting not really dropped, but we're getting left behind here. That is not really what we want to, because they're pacing quite hard at the front, it looks like. Uh-oh. Maybe I misjudged this completely. We are going to go 70 here. Yeah, misjudged it completely, but we're still in the group here, so that's good, I guess. But we have to keep our guys on 85, just so they'll be able to stay at the front here, which is unfortunate. But it needs to be done. Because they're just pacing too damn quickly. There's an attack by X here, Haaland Johannes, and Krommelink from Cofidis, and Bouchard. Where is he from the breakaway? No, he was not from the breakaway. They don't really want to pace 70, they want to go quicker. Let's go 75 then, maybe. These guys are going to get caught by the peloton, I would guess. But yeah, nearing the next descent, so we'll have to get bidons here. Wekkerle. Also get bidons, alsjeblieft. Try and get them to the front in this ascent. Everyone here is regaining yellow stats, so that's amazing. Yeah, they're pacing very hard here. Let's go 70. Maybe some guys want to pace with us then. But here they're... Gooi het op een lint, ouwe. The lead over the pack is dwindling. And there are groups breaking up left and right. Let's go 75 here again. We are going to get caught by the peloton quite soon though. So let's go on the attack again. We have some other guys. Owen Gelijn is not letting us go. Man, you are washed. What are you doing, mate? Are we a bit at the front? We are a bit at the front. That's great. Sharp downhill here. We are going to recover fully with Todome and Schrettel, and that's amazing. Let's go 85 with Livy Winter. And we should have done this a while ago. Let's these guys go 90 uphill here. We can always just what do you call it? Recover on the downhill. That was what I was going to say. Anyways, Winter is still in the group here, but he's not really able to hold on. Maybe just barely not. So let's get Todome in the wheel. Schrettel. That's fine. Let's try and recover a lot with Schrettel. Alright, we have to go full pace here again. There is a bit of a downhill soon again. Yup. Namely here. Let's go 20 again. Try and recover as much energy as we can. That was a very quick downhill, that was. Another steep descent. Yeah, almost not worth going 20. Anyway, Penna is protecting us. That is good. Let's, in a second, put Bekele at the front for protecting purposes. Yeah, because now the climb is starting. Penna is empty. Bekele can get here on protection duties. And we are probably just going to go, I don't know, 85 with Shrettel. Do we have enough energy for that? I do not know. But it's better than following all these attacks all the time. Because we just do not have the energy for that. Let's hold on here. Now we're going to go back up again. And it looks like Ptolemy has the best form today. Probably because of the mountains. Let's just keep it at this for now. Chris Nijlands is empty, so that's already a top 10 position for us, maybe. Let's keep going. Right, Bekele is empty. Let's get these guys their gels, and let's get Ptolemy to go, I don't know, 87 maybe. And Shrettel can protect him. A little bit of an Ineos mountain train. 85, otherwise we're not going to be able to make it. How many guys are in front of us? 3 Vauquelin, Carapaz, Adrien Mer, Olsechat, Niels Aberschult, and then Takwa, and then we are here. So maybe we are still able to beat some of these guys. Shrettel is empty. And we are going to sprint now. Probably a bit too early for a sprint. But we are just not able to catch Aberschult and Saisha. Aberschult, maybe a good signing for next year. Who knows, who knows, who knows. Anyways. But yeah, tomorrow cycling, a bit of uni work, and grabbing my shit for Budapest. Packing my bag. I'm just going with one bag because of a what you call it. That was the. I'm not bringing an entire coffer to a 2-night trip. You know, or 3-day trip. I could just pack my clothes into one bag. I wear a set, and I have an extra set with me. And I'm going to grab 3 pairs of underpants, 3 socks, and that's going to be amazing. Right. I'm going to sneeze in a second. Excuse me for the noise. Oh, that was a deep one. Very, very deep sneeze. Let's put the doctor on here again. Tour de Doubs. Downhill in the end. Has a bit of hills. And we are bringing almost the same... No, we are bringing the same team, it looks like. This time, Haptiap. We are still not one of the favorites. When will they learn? But they... Basically climbing hills and acceleration again, I'm guessing. Climbing hills and acceleration, yeah. And our secondaries are just not up there. That also has to be said. Alright, let's try the race. This one. This week I also watched... Oh yeah. Reason why I wasn't streaming on a Tuesday, today's Thursday, Tuesday, was because I didn't know that at first when I streamed Monday. Maybe I knew it Monday. Maybe I did not. Anyways, my grandmother came over to eat with us with family, so that would have meant I could stream, but it was like 8 o'clock then, and I did not want to do that. I mean, it could have been done because this stream is somewhat more, somewhat less long. Let's send Staley in a breakaway if we can, if we are allowed. Answer is we are not. Then I was waiting for at the back. Obviously. Let's have Winter again then. And you guys can stop pacing. See if Winter is able to go loose. Or however you would say that in English. I'm getting tired, man. Tired. And not even by doing anything. Or that much today. Should get these guys on 75 for now because there is this climb and there's this climb later. It looks like it's the same climb, but no, it is not. Just similar steepness. We are not yet in the front. Now we are in the full breakaway. A big breakaway at that. We have a lot of guys that don't really want to work with us. But Daniel McClay is riding for, Vini Fantini, our solution tech. And there are just a lot of guys with Tivani. Tivani, isn't he? He's more of a sprinter. A lot of guys with teammates in the break, so probably that's why they don't all want to pace. And in the back here, I forgot to do that. Soderme is going to survive the end, sure, but Schrettel has better stats. Even Penna has very good stats today. So let's get Staley to protect Penna. And Meissner is also better than Schrettel, so let's get Soderme to protect Schrettel. Like this. Should be fine. And let's just fast forward. First hill, let's call it Grand Ballon, because I know it's in the Jura. And I know Grand Ballon is in the Jura, no? I climbed it, Grand Ballon. But only not from the longer side, from the shorter side. Like when you're already on the plateau of Tour de Crêpes, I think it's called. Attack. Why are you guys trying to break away? I don't know. They say probably it's too big of a group. And not everybody wants to pace. I do want to pace. It's just that I don't think it's needed. Why do we need to go 75, 80 when you have this gap on the peloton? This is going to be a narrow road. If this is a narrow road, this very steep part, I know where we are. Nope, it is not. I don't know where we are. Shuttle is now going further to the back because we are 75 on a real climb. And this climbing is 70. In comparison to, Penna is more at the front, but then in comparison to Meissner, who's a 72, is climbing, he is more for the shorter climbs instead of the long need to pace at quite long climbs. I think I'm also okay at hills, but most of the times I just get dropped. I'm more good at medium mountains. Now I think about it, because I can how would you say that? I can pace myself way better on medium mountains, but most of the medium mountains I'm thinking of are probably just hills. Maybe I'm just like Schrettel, not a real mountaineer, but the rest. No, I'm quite happy with what I can and can't do. How far are we dropping back? Not far enough for it to really be worrisome. Now we are dropping quite far that it might be worrisome. We're all the way at the back. But here we can get to the front again, I would guess. Or get somewhat more to the front. We're not going to drop here. So. Breakaway still going fine, but Jimeno is... No, Carrascosa is empty. And they're really pacing quite quickly, so it's only fair that we are 75 on this uphill. Try and not get into a second group, that is. And now it's flat again, so we can go 75. The peloton has been shrunk. And there are new attacks by Liam Schlock. Please, thank you. Anton Charmik, Aptiap, and Guarnalek, but they're stopping with pacing. Bras Afonso is bringing him back. Yup, they just stop pacing. They think, oh, one of my competitors is here, then in that case I'm not going to pace again anymore. Winter pacing at the front still. We are still en group. Staley and Tolome are getting quite tired though. Wouldn't be too long for them to get their gels. They're 100% not going to survive this final climb. Alright. Pace is going up. We need to react to this. At least an 80. Our energy is not looking that great either. It has to be said. But, alright. They stop pacing. We are going to attack from the break. Fuga, de la Fuga. But we're empty, so let's get these guys their gels as well. And we really need to pick our leader. It's probably going to be Penna today, if I'm completely honest. Another attack by Liam Stott, Maisonnobe, Vercher, Cruel, Godon. All the guys. Yeah, Winter is empty. More of these guys are empty. Staley is empty. Todome is empty. And let's... Schrettel! Get in the damn wheel, mate! What are you doing? Meester can protect Penna, and Schrettel is just going to stay in the wheel of him. We have to do it like this. Yeah, maybe a top 10 is still possible. There is a mosquito here. That's shitty. Anyways, 85 on this climb. Maybe higher. We need to follow this group basically. If we can. Oh, dang it! Why doesn't it work when I just ask him to follow him? Right, see now Penna's energy is going downhill very, very rapidly. So maybe we're still going for Shuttle then. Let's do it like this. Penna is empty. Shrettel is able... Okay, and he's dropped. Let's get these guys on automatic, by the way. And let's get in the wheel of Tsarenko for now. Oh, Kudus, maybe even. He's trying to get to the front again. Entering the last 5 kilometers. It looks like... Oh, we are at the front here now. Let's get in the wheel of Kudus then. See if we can get in his wheel all the way at the front here. We just need to go to the front, basically. Kudus is all the way at the front. Roulon is here, full dagger. Right, we are in the wheel and we're just going to sprint. We aren't the best sprinter here, but at least we get a top 10. So at least that goal has been well completed. So yeah. Here's Penna. Here comes Meissner on a 34th spot. Minter is 4 minutes behind, but there's a lot of guys behind him. As you can see, the last two guys, Chosinon and Martine. And let's fast forward until they're in. They're starting the downhill right now. There we are. Kudus wasn't really sprinting, he was just riding for his teammate, it looks like. Anyways, 9th and 19th. And in team we are 4th even, so that's fine. Yeah, and then we're on 20th of April, so let's look at our new scouting reports. Wagner to Jong, Aaron Siek, 66 hill, 66 time trial even. And he is not even a time trialist. Alright, let's get him. All the way down. If we can. Thank you very much. Alexander Schultze. Could be, let's add him to the back maybe. Fabian Schmidt, Nick. Nick Rudolph. Alright, let's get him. Somewhat closer. I mean, he's a time trialist and a climber, and he has a 66 time trial, so his mountain is probably also 66. Maybe he has some potential. Keurne. It's young. Erik here is 65 time trial, so probably 65 on these stats as well. Which is pretty good, but at least young enough. But I'm not going to look into everyone, we don't have that much space for that. He's just flat. Hint, know nothing about him. Ian Folletti, we know nothing about him. And it's young. Fleischmann, not really the best stats. Alfred Beyer is a time trialist and he's 67 time trial. Yeah. We're not going to look into him. We are looking into Erik Keil. Oh, we are already looking into him. Who did I mean then? Who did I just say? Not Schultze. Fabian, Nick Rudolph. Keurne. No. I was wanting to look into this guy. Anyways, doesn't really matter. Bachmann and Bamert maybe. Let's keep it like this. Now chant we. Next observation is the 4th of May on Aaron Sick. 3 stars already, so he must be super talent. And he is old enough. Yep, 18th of May. So really a guy we do want to sign. Hey, sign. Let's just look through these guys. Maybe one of them will be our wildcard. I mean, every team has a wildcard, don't they? Schmrecek, Jan Zonner, and Bruno Zonner. Brothers, I would presume. Though it's just the names in this file. Anyways. And dus form pick for Stussy and 450 euros to the Jura. Not the end of the world. Anyway, that is going to be it. Maybe, say what, if Kirschbuttenrennen is before Turkey, then we're going to ride it. If Turkey is earlier, then we're not going to ride it, because Turkey I want to do in one episode. I think it's 8 stages now. So, anyways, let's look at our meals. Erik Weckele, 4.5 star now. It is freaking insane. In 1 month, he got from a 72 to a 79 in hills. And he got a 77 and then a 79 as well. That's so much that he has gotten better. That's actually insane. I don't care how much I'm going to say. That is really insane. There's a ringing in my ear. Ow. Oh, I stabbed myself with an iron. Punctured my thumb. Voorbereiding Tour de France. Well, we don't need a preparation for the Tour de France. We're not going there. Last season, Bel Bachir, Heert last season. So actually one we do know, Jan Heert. But yeah, that is going to do it for this episode. I think. I mean, we're nearing 2 hours anyway, so let's see. Last stage, Bauer, prize money 150 year, Downs last season. Stockmeijer also last season. Flanders Baloise. And they want a new sponsor for next season. Last details are still have yet to be worked out, but official announcement in the coming weeks. That's cool. Lagero is a new thing. Voorbereiding Tour, we don't need. Transfers. Yeah, we know how transfers work, don't we? Let's delete these mails. And let's go to the stage, I guess. Tour of Turkey first. No intervrij verkeersbuttenrennen. Well, obviously, this is really important for our sponsor. I really did not want to race it though. Timo de Jong, 27, goes to Sunweb next year. The more you know. Yeah, let's just quick sim this. I mean, there aren't really good sprinters here. And if we... Oh, no, not on this. It's just flat. And who are here for us? Konishev, lead out. Stussy. Stussy is going to be Gucci, I think. Top 10. 19th. Sebastian Poets. Ooh, maybe we want to sign him. Maybe we do not. Heimo Fugger. Let's give him a star. 18 years old. But look at this potential. Quite good. Zobbel. Anyways, yeah. Could have had a top 10 here. And my sponsor would have been more happy with that, but it doesn't really matter. So yeah, that is going to do it for today, I think. There's nothing I want to look at. Really, finances are prima. Klassement. We could look at the klassement. Some have dropped, some have risen, but we are the 26th team. So not yet World Tour team. But if we get to be a high Conti Pro next season, that's going to be great. Picnic PostNL. Set of us met these guys. But we are also quite for, again, from Equipoque and Fama, but they have the Vuelta and the Giro and everything. Tour of Taiwan they ridden. Tour de Rwanda, Tour de Taiwan. Can I just... World Tour, Tirreno Adriatico they've ridden. So yeah, the Giro has still yet to be ridden. ATT, nothing. Not even an extra win. They are not going to hang on to Conti Pro, I think. Anicolor has some better results. Let's look at the World Tour. Dwars van Vlaanderen, 8e. And quite some wins here. So Anicolor may be able to hang on. Arkea is obviously going to hang on. Burgos probably as well. If you look at these results this year, 10th in Volta Ciclista Catalunya. Okay, that's not really that good. Caja. Not really. Cofidis. Probably, yeah, if you look at their stars. Equipagant Pharma. Did better. Did better than some of these other teams. Musculoskati didn't do very much, it looks like. They probably won't be able to hang on. Q3 6.5. When I look at this, I say yes. Probably also Dot Pros. Obviously, they're going to hang on. Polti has some no wins in World Tour, but some second place and everything. So probably we have quite some things, and we have Volta Comunidad Valencia. We had a pro victory, so I hope we are going to be able to finish again in the Conti Pro scene. Total Energies probably going to hang on. Tour 100% going to hang on, even though they really don't have that many results this season. Winnipeg also going to hang on, I think. VF. Wow, Tour de Hainan, they did really well with Pinazzi, Mattia Pinazzi. Wagner Bazin, maybe they're going to drop. Look at these results. Kenneth van Rooij, sure, a victory. But that's all Tour de Rwanda. And XTS Astana, World Tour, Pro Tour. Yeah, they are okay. And if we look at these teams, you say, well, their stars are way too high. We are not going to get a World Tour this year, but yeah, if you filter out Polti, Anicolor is behind us, VF, Caja is behind us, Euskaltel is behind us, Burgos is for now at a degradation, just like Wagner was then. Looks like they are going to drop out of the World Tour, and it looks like that 35 Grant Thornton and Eurocycling are going to get into the Pro Tour. They just don't really have... Yeah, I mean, Mathieu Kokolman, Ariola Bengoa, Brady Gilmore, who's actually at Pro Cycling Tips, I think. Eurocycling Tips, sorry. Garcia Jose Maria. They are doing quite well. Maybe they will promote next year. Who knows? And we did say Grant Thornton. Oh, they have Matthew Fox now. And Miltiadis. Yeah, they have an okay team, but if you look at results, Matthew Fox basically won all the races here. Let's see, is this GC? I think so. 3, 4, 5, and 6 he got first, and twice he got. Oh, and two other types. He got first in all of them. That's why they have that many points. So yeah, they're probably going to zack further in the ranking because they're already almost halfway at their season, and they have Tour Taiwu Lake and Xinkai, but I don't know. And in World Tour it looks like, for now though, Astana is going to get in World Tour again Q3 6.5 also. Winnipeg Rockets also. And Bahrein, Lotto, and Jayco and Picnic PostNL are all going to degraderen. Wait, did I miss someone? XDS. Alright, XDS Astana, Q3 6.5. Oh, Arkea BNB. I completely missed them, yeah. And we are 26th. Top 18 is probably not going to be it, though. And let's look at wins. No, not Europe. Wins. This is the button. Here we are 18th with Steph Dunwoody, and we are 13th in the world. But again, Eurocycling trips. It is Eurocycling trips. I thought it was tips. Yeah, okay. They're probably going to get lower because if you look at uitslagen, it is fine and dandy. But if you look at the calendar, if Tour de Bush, all of these national championships, Sibiu, they just don't have that much anymore. And then last thing I'm going to do today is look at our team. Look how good it is. Honestly, beginning of the season I would have not expected this, but let's start at the top. Dietmar Bouwen has not really improved today. Bens Benedict has improved, they say. Northern Classics and attack, so flat. I can't really see it though. And Dietmar Bouwen has gotten better at a lot of things, but that was already earlier. This hasn't really gotten better. Steph Dunwoody has not really gotten that much better. I think even if you look at these stats, no, not really. You're training him on attacking still, not sprinting, but attacking. Feuerstein has not really gotten better yet. He has. Okay, he has. Because his medium out is now 71. Acceleration is 75 and descending. It's also high, so we are going for climbing now. See if we can get this somewhat more up. Paul Fitschke has gotten a bit better. Oh, his climbing and his stage racing has gotten better, while sprinting stayed the same, I think. Yep, sprinting and time trial stayed the same. But climbing has gotten better. It's good because we're training him not on that. But he has gotten a bit better. It looks like climbing is a bit better, I think. Konishev has not gotten worse. Meissner, they say, has gotten better. I think his heels went up a bit. We are training him on stage races. So it's fine. Penna, not really gotten better, I think. They say with everything, but I think it's already past. Oil Felix Petri still time trialing. Yeah, you can't really see it in his stats. Maybe it was 66 his time trialing, now 67. Rothman has not got his acceleration got better. It was a 72, 71. But now it's just a 71, but not really that much potential. Schroeter has not really gotten that much better, but we are training him on stage races. But I think his sprint has gotten a bit better, and his flat also. Steli has not gotten better, I don't think. It doesn't look like it if I look at these stats. Stussy has not gotten worse, so that's good. Pendon, we are training to be a hill specialist now, and his Northern Classics has gotten up. So we can use him there more, I guess. Would be good if his hills went up though. Johit Torome has not really gotten better, I don't think. No. Weckele, 79 hills. Actually insane. Almost 5 stars, that's insane. Who would have thunk? I've never heard of this guy ever, and he is so good in this playthrough for us. Look at this! His heels. But his heels are 79 now, right? So that's here. This was the last one. In the same month, he has gotten here. Insane. Zenomiti Lever. Levi Winter. I keep messing his name up. Ceci's gotten better. But I think that's already passed in last episode. And Zangele has not really gotten better. I don't think. If I look at the stats. Very maybe it heals by 1 point. I don't know. Yeah, and his acceleration got better, I think, as well. But we're training him on sprinting. That's the most he can get. We could train him on time trialing instead of sprinting. Let's do that. Time trialing. Great. Anyways, that is our team. Look at these stats. They have gotten quite a bit better this year already. So much more green. And we only have 2 riders left who still need to prove themselves for a new contract. Vooral Paul Felix Petri. He has a very high time training stat, but he's just not that good for us right now. And we have better guys like Sick and maybe Fugger who can replace him. But lost Luxi, who is at the end of their contract. So Paul Felix Petri, Felix Staley, Koningschef, Rotman, Stussy. Probably not going to sign most of them, to be completely honest. I mean, Koningschef is at his end. He is not getting better anymore. Staley is not really getting better anymore. Rotman is not really getting better anymore. We only had him to get our stars up with a 3.5, but there are just guys that are better than him that we can sign now. And for Felix Petri, he had so much potential. And if you look at males, who got worse? Benedict and Penna. Benz and Penna got the worse. And they're still almost better. Well, yep. That's going to be it. I looked at everything I wanted to look at, I think. And next time is Turkey. Not the food, not the animal, but the country. Tour of Turkey. So let me just... Here we are. Guys, thank you again for watching. If you want to get featured in a playthrough, leave a comment with your rider's name and what you want him to be as for a rider. And I will add you with randomized potential and randomized stats a bit. A nationality and what rider you want him to be. I completely missed that part. But yeah, that's going to be it. I really want to thank you for watching again, my trusty viewers. And then only one thing left to say, I think. And that's have a good morning, a good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you're watching this from, at whatever time you're watching this from. I want you to have a good day. And I'll see you next time.